Jake,
Yo.
am I a good mechanic?
Yeah, you're good. You're not great, but you're good.
Hello my friends, today another video. It's time for us to go. We go to the hot pit round 4. I actually called Jeff Jones last week and told him we weren't going to go to hot pit because I went camping with my family. My youngest son had pink eye and I got the pink eye, and it really sucks, and like my eyes were itchy and hurting, and this was Monday, and obviously the race would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so I was thinking I don't think I'll be better by then, and I really don't want to go down to hot, sweaty Southern California with itchy eyes, and like there's like literally goop coming out of my eyes, and it still sucks. Like it actually hurts. In fact, I'm gonna put my glasses on right now, see if I can feel a little bit better. If I was sponsored by this company, I would shout them out right now, but I'm not, so I'm not going to shout them out. The plan is today's Thursday or Wednesday. We're leaving tonight at midnight. We're gonna drive through the night, get to California, drop the trailer off at the track, relax, because it's always important. I realized from last time it was super stressful driving down there. It's always important to have time to relax and get ready for the race, like mentally, especially since I'm not 100%. I've actually got a cold and all that stuff. And so anyways, my point was I called Jeff and said we're not gonna make it. And then in the meantime, I changed my mind and said, you know what, we are gonna make it. Let's go. Jake was really pushing me. He was getting the car ready. The nice thing is the car didn't really need that much work. So the only thing we had to do was mess with the truck, and that's a whole nother story. We're leaving in 4 hours and I'm still thinking about how to fix the truck. But that was the main issue. Truck is a little bit better, not all the way better. So anyways, that was kind of what tipped the scales. Like, okay, the truck's good enough to go, let's go. That's the, there it is, the pink eye. Anyways. Last time we were down there, we bought a bunch of Zestinos, and so that's what we're running this year. Shout out to Zestino. I was really stoked on getting these on the car. This will be our first event using strictly Zestinos. We were transitioning between other tires that we had and Zestinos, and it worked out really well. And so I'm excited to run strictly Zestinos this weekend and see how that works out. I've heard nothing but good things. We ran a pair last time, and I was stoked on it. But it's nice that we have tires. We can mount them before we get down there. We don't have to pay track rates to mount the tires, and in fact, some might even say I don't pay Jesse enough to do this. Jesse says that, not me.
Frequently.
I wish we were taking these or these.
Ooh, yeah.
But we're not. I ain't trying to crash with those. Anyways, long story short, I mean, long story long, it's a YouTube video. We're getting the truck all loaded up with tires. We're taking 10 wheels and tires, well 12 if you count the ones on the car. And then a fuel barrel, extra fuel for the truck, which is used motor oil. Car's ready to go. That's about it. This is gonna be not that exciting of an adventure, but I really want that podium. I really want that podium, and I don't want to miss an opportunity. So the draw within me is strong to try and get that podium. So that's why we're going. That's why I didn't give up. Let's make it happen. All right, we're getting all packed up, ready to leave. Got the truck and trailer pretty much ready. Car's getting ready. And then I hear some banging going on. Jake.
Yeah.
We're supposed to leave. What are you doing?
Just pre-bending some brackets. So for the water sprayers. I'm gonna put another 90 here. And so what I'll do is I'll just pick a spot here, put a nozzle here, put a nozzle there, so it can spray the top and the bottom.
So 2 nozzles per radiator?
Yeah.
And we got 2 radiators, so we'll have 4. That's a lot of water.
And the little nozzles have like a little adjustable ends on them too, so once you got it mounted, you can move the little nozzle around to spray.
Chameleon eyes?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm just getting these ready. So while I'm bored at the track.
Because that happens all the time.
I can put this together.
Cool. That's for spraying the radiators.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for a switch?
I have a push button thing that I actually borrowed from the Chaser.
Oh.
Over here.
Oh yeah, because if you guys watched the video when we were on Drift Week, Mike and Joey helped me set that up on the Chaser. I wasn't really into it, and it's like was life changing.
That guy right there. So
that's the one from the Chaser.
Yeah, we'll put that in there.
Is this your baggie of parts to make it work?
Yeah. I got some, like a little baggie of nuts and bolts.
Nice.
Electrical parts.
Nice.
Washer hose.
Oh, we're all set.
So, just gotta get some wire.
Oh, okay. I'll go find some wire.
I'll scrounge it. Yeah.
Okay.
Scrounge it some wire for the electrical. But.
It is 11:47, and our goal was to leave at midnight. So I think we're right on. We're just gonna put the car on, strap it down, and hit the road. I forgot about this. We got this care package that showed up. I'm super stoked on this because I love new clothes. Shout out to Dirty 13, new design, decade of bad luck. This will be cool. Nice black shirts to wear in California. Everybody knows that mechanics only wear black shirts. Dang, tons of cool stuff. But yeah, we got shirts for the whole crew, so this gives us some nice threads to go get dirty at the track. What is this?
Different one.
Down bad. You starting another brand? You starting another brand? Huge shout out. He gave me a shirt at one point, and I just happened to wear it a lot. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I always see you wearing my shirt in the videos." And I was like, "Let's do it. Let's do it." A huge shout out to Dirty 13. We're about ready to go. We're gonna put the car on the trailer and roll out. I'm not gonna film any more tonight unless something crazy happens on the road. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. We made it to our favorite hotel here in Southern California. We got to be to the track tomorrow. We got here pretty early today so we could get the car dropped off and just take some time to relax. In a lot better situation than we were last time. Truck did pretty well getting down here. It's just the three of us this time, so we'll be running on skeleton crew, but I think it'll be fine. We've got it pretty well figured out how things operate here. So being like in a lot better attitude environment before the race, I think helps out a lot for results. So that being said, we're going to have a nice dinner tonight and then relax. So we'll be ready to go tomorrow. No stress, no rushing, nothing like that. Just chilling. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, we got the pit set up. Pretty easy. We got this figured out. Roll up and have things set up, ready to go. So Jake's working on the chameleon eyes. Where's it at?
See how they like.
Dang, infinitely adjustable.
So go down in there like that.
Jesus was telling me back home it's like 95 degrees. It feels like it's 85 right here. Got the breeze. Gotta check those eyes, man. These are third place eyes right here. These are power stop, whatever. These are good pads, and that's what we took off of here. So now I'm like, wait a minute. We had really good pads and it wasn't working. These cheap pads probably aren't gonna make a big difference, but so I'm kind of prepping with the idea that we'll probably end up putting these back in at some point today. So, you know, you just want to take some glaze off. This is actually like, this is nicely done concrete here. Nicely done concrete. Ironically, my buddy Jesus is back at my house pouring concrete today, and I'm missing out. I wanted to be there, you know, like what's that show with the Tim Allen? Home Improvement. Yeah, I want to be that guy just standing concrete. Yeah. Watching other people do their work while I'm like, good job, guys. That's kind of what you know. Either way, it's getting done. So I'll have a spot where I can surface my pads at home. In my backyard on the concrete. I'll just go like this.
Wax on, wax off.
Brake dust. All right, those are good. New pads are in. New pads are not in. Jesse did it. Wasn't me. I gotta pull this pin back out. Oh yeah, dude. I'm a mechanic.
Whee! Look at me go! I'm a mechanic! Whee!
See that? That's some level 2 mechanicking. Jake,
Yo.
am I a good mechanic?
Yeah, you're good. You're not great, but you're good.
I wasn't ready for that. I gotta cut that part out. I can't handle that. This is nice because it's literally right across the street from the racetrack, and it's $2.99 a gallon. That's the good stuff. We grab the handle. I'll push the button. Teamwork. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. It's that time for the drivers meeting. Car's all ready. Looks like we're doing split run groups. So Jake went to put our car at the front of the line. Hopefully we get some good practice in the first session. By splitting run groups, it's odds and evens. So that way it makes it so it's not all the best drivers on the top and then the low ranked drivers at the bottom. It's kind of split up that way. So hopefully it makes for a shorter run group, less waiting in line, and some high quality practice time. That's the idea. See how it goes.
You can have your back tires like a foot or two out of that. We made that box pretty big, and as far as judging visually, that's pretty tough to see.
We don't go back to the
No, we're not going back to bank.
We went back to bank.
You're back to bank, right?
They changed the order. They printed out a paper versus what they told us originally. So now it shows us as fourth. So instead of odds were evens, odds go first. So now we're in the second group. We were at the front of the line. We had to pull off and come park. So it's not bad because now I can go watch practice for an hour and kind of watch. I've never driven this layout. This is, I guess, a unique layout compared to the other ones. So I can watch and kind of get an idea of where people are going and what improvements to make before I even hit the track. All right, we're getting all lined up for practice. I got to watch a few laps, so I kind of got an idea of what needs to happen. Jake's bringing the car over. Track looks pretty good. Let's watch Blaze. Finally up for our first laps of the day. Car should be good. First time on brand new Zestino tires, so I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm going to be following Austin Kriegel for this first lap. The temp got so high that the ECU started cutting, and then I'm like, what's going on, and I realized I never turned on the water pump. Should be good. Second run. I was like, why can't I drift in fourth gear? It's because the ECU was cutting. Stupid. How was I in that one? Outer zone 2.
Your lead run, you were out there,
Okay.
like good.
I felt good.
Yeah.
That part felt good.
Yeah.
I came way too hot between the middle, and the car started to grip up.
Yeah.
Like it had
right
so
there.
much rocket ship grip, but then as soon as I transitioned sideways, it just slid right up the bank, and I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It also started cutting in there, like no, on the bank. At the end of the bank, it's like almost like rich misfire cut weird things. So then I went to third, and then it cleared out in third. So I don't know. I might need to ride with a laptop actually, so we can log on the bank.
Okay.
And then, but when I got to third through the middle and all that stuff, like it felt a lot better. These tires feel pretty good. All right, so apparently when I didn't turn on the water pump, the car got really hot, and now it's got a air bubble, and so the water's not flowing. So Jake has to bleed it. After running to get the tools, we're probably, what, a minute into doing this, if that, so 2 minutes. So I'm really glad we designed it this way. Coolant temp is getting really hot. Since the track is longer overall, it's putting a lot more effort on the engine, and that's causing some high water temps. Like I just pulled off track at 116. I think I got the ECU cut at 115. I may have to turn it up to 120. I think this engine can handle it, but it's like danger zone. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Maybe more water in the water sprayer. I don't know, something like that. It's not good though, not good at all. I've essentially done 4 laps. Not essentially, I've done one practice session, 2 go-arounds, which is 4 laps. 2 lead, 2 follow. The first one I kind of messed up because my water pump, I didn't turn it on, so that's kind of a wash. I mean, I got a little bit of practice there, but not great. Second one I went with Mohan, full out, 100%, felt good. The engine's cutting in fourth gear, not cut, it's like blah, in fourth gear on the bank, which it never did before. And so we were in our downtime, we were talking about like, what could this be? And then Jake brought up a good point. My car was tuned on the dyno with a consistent fuel. It has a flex fuel sensor, but it's not activated, and we never went through and set it up properly with ethanol. So it is possible that the ethanol mix we have in right now, if it's down at like E60 or E70, it could be a bunch of extra fuel being injected that can't be burned properly. And so maybe with load in fourth gear, it can't handle that. So I'm gonna put the laptop in our next session right now, take some logs, and then maybe make some changes in line while we're waiting. As far as my lead and chase, like I did pretty well. I can't chase in fourth. I can chase in third, but it's low wheel speed, so it's not great. I don't want to lead in third because I'll have no smoke. I'll have trouble getting high on the wall, but at a little bit lower line chasing, I can do third just fine. Third is great on the rest of the infield and everything. I did take out every single cone on the outside of outer two, so I know I've got enough wheel speed to get out there, so I just need to throttle back a little bit and take it easy through there. But it feels pretty good. The rest of the course feels pretty good. The transition on the Irwindale cone, I feel like that's where a lot of battles are going to be won and lost. So a lot of people get run away from right there. If you get through there really quick on your lead lap, the guys aren't going to be able to catch you if they're not, you know. So that's my plan, is to focus on that inner clip off the bank. I feel like a lot of battles are going to be won and lost right there. So we'll see how it goes. But back to our next lap. Hey, look at this. New wheel, what's up? See that? Woo! Spicy, I love it. Shout out to Grip Royal. All right, let's see what the ethanol content is, and then I'm gonna take some logs based on that, what we find. I'm guessing it's gonna be super rich. I can pull some fuel out of the top end of the map, it will be good, but it's just a guess. But my guesses are usually pretty good. Right, Jake? So I'm gonna try doing more third gear stuff. So I turned the RPM up to 8240. It's actually 8100 on the soft rev limiter. So I think it was 7800. So that's gonna give me a little bit more wheel speed in third on the bank, which is what I need. So we were just looking at the car and the idle was kind of high. And so Jake was checking it out and found a boost leak somewhere under the hood.
Okay, so this hose came off right here, the smaller hose from this larger hose, so that's pretty substantial boost leak. And that goes down to the blow-off valve, which is right here. So that definitely would change a lot of things with the tuning. Makes it idle high, makes it have a boost leak, makes it probably run a little bit lean maybe. So hopefully that's all good.
Since the thing on my helmet is for nighttime, the visor, yeah. Last minute I was like, oh, bring my other visor, and Jake went back and grabbed it and it was all scratched up like crazy. And so he brought some safety glasses so that way I could drive with my visor up and hopefully not get a bunch of junk in my eyes.
practice. Yes.
So after I pulled those logs, I saw that in fourth gear on the bank it was getting up to like 15.5 AFR, which is not good at all. So I just added a bunch of fuel on the map. And tried to smooth it out a little bit. I think that'll fix it. A little more power too, I'll bet. I keep struggling with one spot on the track after we go through the power alley, we'll call it. When I transition back, it's like I'm gaining too much speed through there. It's like the car has a ton of forward grip, but not a lot of side grip. So like I gain all this speed and then I like transition back, and then I'm transitioning too late, so I'm sliding straight off the track. I've done that twice now, just like straight up the bank, all the way off course. So I have to time my transition sooner, so I have time to slow up and then get in there. Or maybe I can transition and hit the brakes. I swear that time I'll have to watch back. I think I hit the foot brake and the handbrake, and it just kept sliding. Like it felt like I was on dirt for a second, and then I just went off track. So obviously I've completed that part 5 times now or 6 times, but I've also slid off twice. So that's a spot of concern for me, is making sure to get through there. So at this point, I'm not focusing on tandem. I'm focusing on making sure I can get through the track and hit all my zones properly. Now that we added fuel, I'm gonna try fourth gear again. If not, I turned up the rev limiter to 80-200 now. I'm just gonna try third on the bank and see if I can really do well on the bank. I followed in third and it was no problem. I did a really good follow run. The guy in front of me was kind of sloppy, so it wasn't like a great comparison for how long my follow run was, but I'm gonna focus on trying third gear stuff now.
Jake, what are you doing right now?
Draining the catch can because it's full. Starting to push some out up here. A little bit right there.
Oh man, it's spraying everywhere.
Not sure why it's so full this time, but.
So we just had 2 really good back-to-back laps with Dustin, and like we were both trying to win practice for sure. Like we were almost rubbing doors. I was nice to him, I didn't rub his door. He was not so nice to me, he was rubbing my door and pushing me off the track. And I'm like, bro, if I turn in anymore, like he's gonna hit me. So I just kind of like slid off track. But those were sick runs, like really good stuff. It kind of gives me a gauge of where we're at, right? Because he's one of the top guys here and his car's really fast. And so I think we're pretty well matched car-wise. I gotta turn up my driving though. He's coming to talk crap right now. He pushed me off track and pushed my door in.
Oh, hey, you don't want
trying to win practice?
Trying to Chelsea to know for practice right now, man. Come on. You know how it goes around here.
It's good though. That's probably some of our last laps. And now I get to go run with Blaze. It's hard in line to try and like line up with your boys. You know what I mean? But that's always obviously what you want to do because that's how you win practice.
Exactly. Well,
It's my face shield for this.
keep shredding, dude.
All right, let's get to it. practice is getting close to being over, and on that lap I was following Blaze. Super fun lap. But immediately, like, I realized he was getting away from me, and so I like start working the clutch to get up on him, and I'm like, oh crap. On the bank, I'm like scooting up. My tires were dead. So we get down to the infield, and I'm like just skating everywhere. And then we got in the pocket, and I started to dig in again. So even with dead tires, the car's pretty fast, but like I could tell I was skating all over the track. And that kind of told that told me it was time to come in and get tired. So I think we're 12 to 14 laps on these. We'll have to go back and look. But from completely new to scrubs, I can still drive on them, but they're losing grip. So I'll say that they're dead for our purposes of the comp. That's pretty good. And they had consistent grip all throughout until they didn't, right? Until right now they lost grip. So that gives us a good idea of what we're working with these Estinos. Super stoked on the grip level. They have a ton of forward grip. I'm not sure if the side bite was because of my car setup or because of the tires, but either way, like I'm learning a different tire. It's a different tire. Got to get used to driving it. So we're gonna swap them and go back out for some more practice.
Practice is over. You can drive through. It's at 9:30. Ballpark starts at 9:30. Oh, you guys are ready? Yeah, okay.
Nothing quite like taking off race shoes after, what has it been, 6 hours all day walking around in the heat. I gotta switch back into two-wheel drive here. So looks like we got an 81 in qualifying. I think there were 4 scores ahead of us last time we checked. So I'm guessing with who I know is going to be going and what I think they're going to get, we're probably going to end up about 10th place is my guess, which isn't bad. I think that's what we were last time roughly. So it's not terrible. Obviously I wanted to do better, be higher on the leaderboard, but that's workable. We can work with that. So I think we're going to cut out early. We're going to change spark plugs in the car. He was doing some weird stuff at the very end of that lap. I don't know what else would have changed. Jake suggested spark plugs. I think that's a great idea. And then we're gonna go crash out and get ready for tomorrow. We decided to change out the spark plugs. Of course, we run the infamous BKR7E. And of course, in my toolbox, I only had 5 of them. So we had to go grab this from Weeby, Dustin Farrell. Of course, he had something and I was like, I'm only gonna have 5. And I was like, all right, I'll get you one tomorrow. Hopefully you don't need them tonight. So just look at these plugs. They look all right. The gap looks a little excessive, maybe. I guess I could measure the gap in them. But nothing crazy, nothing like out of the ordinary. It looks like a good burn. Been burning good. Good old, we haven't pulled out 6 yet because it's kind of trapped in there. I don't see any arcing. Remember round 1 we had all the arcing on the things? We took care of that by throwing those Toyota coils in the trash can. And we've gone to the VAG coils, the Audi Volkswagen coil setup. But if you look at number 6 back here, it is buried by this thing, which is a coolant line, which I guess we can take off, but then we'll start leaking water. And yeah, it's just really hot to get in there. But I'm gonna kind of tweak things around. I think if I push this over, push it that way, nope. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do this. I've definitely done it before, so it's possible. It's just not easy. So I'm gonna do that on off camera. That way I can say words that I can't say on YouTube. And then
We'll get back to you.
What?
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, maybe.
Call tonight.
Because drift events are won in battles, not in qualifying and not in practice. They're won in battles. And so tomorrow is battle time. We'll see you then. Bye.